Hi there! Sa video na to, magbibigay ako ng sample ng appeal letter against dismissal according sa request ng isa sa mga avid viewer natin na si Mr. Brian Racaza. Kung ikaw na nanonood ng video na to ay may similar situation at gusto ring matutunan kung paano gumawa ng ganitong klase ng letter, make sure to watch it until the end. And so yes, let's begin. Alright, ito na nga ang ating appeal letter against dismissal. English sample. Let me know kung gusto nyo ng Tagalog version nito kasi masaya akong gagawin yon para sa inyo. Bago ko ibigay yung actual or sample letter na ginawa ko, ay aalamin muna natin kung ano ang appeal letter against dismissal. Ito po ay isang formal na liham na isinusulat ng isang empleyado upang ipahayag ang pagtutol sa desisyong tanggalin siya sa trabaho. Karaniwan po itong isinasubmit sa HR department o sa immediate supervisor sa loob ng itinakdang panahon pagkatapos matanggap ang dismissal notice. So let's say pinapagawa ka ng ganitong letter sa loob ng 24 hours, 7 days, or 30 days. Layunin ng letter na ito na ipaliwanag ang panig ng empleyado o ikaw na magsusulat ng letter na to, at syempre ihiling din na muling isuri ang naging desisyon at syempre magbigay na rin ng ebidensya o paliwanag kung bakit hindi ka dapat tanggalin sa trabaho. So dito nakapaloob lahat ng mga impormasyon na yon. Ngayon ay alamin naman natin kung tuwing kailan ba ito ipinapasa. Ginagamit ang letter na ito kung ang empleyado ay naniniwala na ang dismissal ay hindi makatarungan, walang sapat na basihan, hindi naaayon sa due process, o kaya naman ay resulta ng hindi pagkakaintindihan o maling akusasyon. So kung nagpo-fall dito yung reason kung bakit ka gagawa ng letter ng appeal against dismissal, then pwede ka mag-submit nito. Ngayon naman ay ipapakita ko na yung sample ng letter na ginawa ko para sa iyo. As you can see, may mga naka-red dyan at meron ding naka-black. Ang mga naka-red dyan ay yung mga bagay na kailangan mong palitan or mga detalye na kailangan mong palitan. Gusto ko sana kasing ilagay yung mga personal details ko, pero mas maganda na ikaw na lang na nagsusulat nitong sulat na ito ang maglagay ng mga details para hindi ka na rin balito. So basically, fill outan mo lang yung mga naka-red na yan ng mga kailangan, like your name, your address, like the city, including the city and zip code, your email address, as well as your phone number. Kailangan talaga na yung email address mo at phone number mo ay nasa harapan ng letter para in case kukontakin ka ng HR or ng supervisor mo, ay madali na lang hanapin. Hindi na nila kailangan basahin yung buong sulat. At syempre, ilalagay mo rin yung petsa kung kailan may susulat yung or ipapasa yung sulat, at kung para kanino yon, ilalagay mo yung manager's name mo, yung company name mo, pati na rin yung address kung saan ka nagtatrabaho. Tapos, as you can see, meron tayong nilagay na subject, appeal against dismissal decision. Pwede mong kopyahin ito para malaman nila na ito yung reason kung bakit ka nagsusulat. Pero kung gusto mong wag na lang isama, then okay lang naman. Tapos, siyempre, lagay natin yung dear, tapos manager's name. Pero I suggest na yung last name na lang ng iyong supervisor or HR yung isulat po. Like, Dear Mr. Ramos, kasi mas personal or mas professional yon kesa sa dear tapos yung pangalan niya lang, para may sign of respect pa rin syempre. Right, so dito naman sa second slide, medyo mahaba siya, pero ganun talaga kapag gagawa tayo ng appeal letter, medyo mahaba siya. So babasahin ko siya. I am writing this letter to formally appeal the decision regarding my dismissal from, ilagay mo yung company name mo, effective, ilagay mo yung date ng dismissal kung kailan ka pinapaalis. I received the termination letter on, ilagay mo yung petsa kung kailan mo natanggap yung termination letter, citing, then ilagay mo yung reason kung bakit ka tinatanggal, like alleged misconduct or poor performance, as the reason for the termination. With utmost respect, I would like to request a reconsideration of this decision. Ito yung isa sa pinakamahalagang part, with utmost respect, etc. Then below that, I sincerely believe that my dismissal was based on either a misunderstanding or incomplete information. I would like to take this opportunity to present my side and clarify the circumstances that may have led to this decision. Tapos, syempre, you need to include yung mga reasons. So, to address the specific concerns raised, yes, pwede ka maglagay ng mga bullet points like this. So, you can mention the date. It was alleged that, then ilagay mo dito kung ano yung accusation sa'yo. It could be misconduct, diba? However, I would like to clarify that, and then you can explain what exactly happened. Like, for example, you can say, I was following the protocol outlined in the employee manual, or I was not present during that time as I had filed a leave request, or any other reason, kung ano ba yung reason kung bakit ka, or bakit mo pinagtatagal yung sarili mo. And then, you can also provide here, throughout my employment with the company, I have consistently tried to maintain a professional attitude and contribute positively to our team. I have also received, you can also mention any positive feedback, award, commendations, or clean disciplinary record if you have available. So, para naman malaman nila na even if meron kang ganyang situation ngayon, you still have this great record back then. Like, naka-receive ka ng mga awards for being a top performer and etc. So, you know what are those credentials that you have, then mention that for sure. Tapos dito sa last part, kokopyahin natin to as is if you want. Pwede nating ilagay, understand the importance of maintaining discipline and performance in the workplace. I truly regret if my actions were perceived otherwise. If given the opportunity, I am committed to making any necessary improvements, attending further training, or working under probation if required. Yan. Pwede mong sabihin to na naiintindihan mo na merong disciplinary actions and things like that na kailangan sundin sa workplace, and parang kind of nanghihingi ka na rin ng pasensya kung nagawa mo man yun or ganun man yung tingin nila sa ginawa mong behavior or act. And then, yun, manghihingi ka na rin ng next opportunity or opportunity na makabawi, and okay lang naman sa'yo na mag-start ka as probationary employee, not like yung parang regular employee ka before if regular ka man. And then below that, you can also say, I respectfully request a meeting to further discuss any situation and appeal for a fair review. I am hopeful for a chance to continue contributing to this organization I value and I have been proud to be a part of. And then below that, you can say, thank you for considering my appeal. I look forward to your response. Then sincerely, you can put your name there and signature on top. And of course, you can include your employee ID if you have an employee ID. So, yun lang yung mga naka-red, yun yung papalitan, and the rest, pwede mo nang kopyahin as it is. Okay, sana po may natutunan kayo sa video na to. Kung meron po, paki-like naman tong video natin. Mag-subscribe po kayo para sa mga similar videos like this. Kung may mga comment kayo sa topic natin today, feel free to comment below at promise ko po na sasagutin ko po yan. And kung gusto niyo po ng iba pang mga letters na samples, meron po akong playlist na ilalagay sa description box, pati na rin po sa comment section. So, make sure to check those out. And I'll see you next time. Bye!